Thank you very much for joining. My name is Darren Joseph from HTJ.tax. We're a team that seeks to demystify the sometimes confusing world of cross-border taxation. And today we have the honor and privilege of joining us, Claudia Vasconcelos. Please introduce yourself.
Well, thank you, Darren, first of all, for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you for the opportunity to discuss and explain the advantages of investing and living in Madeira. This is a topic that is very dear to me. I'm born and raised on the islands. I am currently head of business development of NewCo. We are a one-stop shop for investors and expatriates in Portugal. We're headquartered in Madeira. And most of my career has been dedicated and devoted to the attraction of foreign investments to Portugal, specifically to Madeira, or mostly in particular to Madeira. I've actually worked for about 18 years in the entity that is still today the government entity in charge of promoting the International Business Center of Madeira. And for the past 10 years, I joined NewCo, and we are actively promoting and assisting investors and expats relocating in Portugal, and particularly in Madeira.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Now, there's another challenge that, and not just Madeira, but Portugal, with the apparent phasing out of the NHR. Do you think, because, you mentioned that, hey, in the past few years, Portugal has been, the flavor of the year, flavor of the month. So do you think the evolution, because apparently it's not going to stop, it's just going to evolve into something perhaps comparatively less attractive. Do you think that's going to impact the momentum that you've seen?
I think it's important that we have an interesting alternative, an attractive alternative from a tax perspective to be able to attract expats for those companies that cannot find the talent they need locally. What we understand so far is that the government wants to implement an alternative program destined specifically to employees. So I'm confident that that will be the case. There's also one important side note that we haven't discussed it, but Madeira has a regional government. Well, actually, Madeira has a regional government, and the regional government and we have the capacity to reduce some of the taxes. So I believe that if we come to a scenario where the NHR is not, or the new regime is not competitive enough, I hope that the regional government can, even at the personal income tax level, implement some reductions, as we did for the standard corporate income tax. That's what happened.
Right.
So we reduced the tax to 14.7, and it's a possibility. But Darren, today we have news. Actually,
oh, we do. Okay.
Until half an hour ago, the Prime Minister resigned. The Portuguese Prime Minister resigned. So it is very likely that the state budget will be cancelled, and in that case maybe the NHR will not be replaced or phased out. So let's see what the future brings, but it's difficult now to speak under the current circumstances to have an idea or comment on the future.
Yeah, given the political uncertainty.
So if you're a 6, 7, or 8-figure investor, entrepreneur, or business owner who needs a tailor-made solution from a qualified team of professionals, we can help you achieve the international lifestyle, the freedom, and even the tax savings you're looking for. Visit us at htj.tax and live that international life.